welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
A very good Thursday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout live right here in Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams, edmontonsportstalk.com, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. Also, thank you to everyone for watching on YouTube or listening on podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. We greatly appreciate it. Tom Gazzola and Matt Iwanyk, Jasmine Sidhu with you here on this Thursday. Lots to get to on the show today, including the Edmonton Oilers dropping their opener in a shootout to the Calgary Flames after being up 3-0. Jays are on to the ALCS. ALCS Bombers coming up on Saturday in a pivotal matchup. And there's a Thursday nighter tonight that I forgot which one it is.
Giants.
Eagles and Giants.
Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds exciting.
Riveting.
Exactly.
Riveting stuff.
Sounds riveting.
Riveting.
But yeah, I actually, with that said, I'll quickly go. I remember I was talking with Huss before the Bills-Dolphins game. And weirdness happens on a Thursday because of the short week. So maybe this is a game where the Giants have a shot against the Philadelphia Eagles. As I said, the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider. Find more details about a convenient location nearest you at sentinel.ca. Tommy, how was post-game show last night?
Fun. It was good to be back. Yeah, I think Benny did a great job. He slid in. He's a natural, that kid. It was Reed's Reed. Reed was like angry. He was angry Reed last night. He was very fired up.
Pissy Reed.
Oh, maybe pissy Reed. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And then Cass was good. Cass stayed up. You could see he had the tired eyes, the heavy eyes, but he had a lot to say. A disappointing loss, but they still pick up a point, I guess, if you want to look at it on the bright side. Good to be back. Good energy in the building. There's an excitement this year, which is different than going into the season last year after a loss in the Stanley Cup Finals. So, you know what? The goals that they allowed yesterday are correctable. The Zeri goal, I still thought it was a high stick. I mean, I watched it, but obviously they didn't have enough to overturn it. Yeah. And then Stu Skinner and Evan Bouchard need to figure it out, man, because that third goal was hot garbage. And then Edmonton kind of left their their foot off the pedal a bit, and so it cost them a point. And lesson learned, hopefully, and turn it around for Saturday and get a win against the Canucks.
I loved Reed's tweet summing up the game yesterday. 7-round shootout ends a mostly dreadful hockey game. Flames were mostly asleep first 30 minutes. Oilers mostly asleep next 30 minutes. Video review asleep on Zari goal. Skinner asleep on Coleman goal. Oilers winless in last 3 season openers.
Yeah.
Just a lot of people asleep for periods of time.
And then he corrected himself. I think he quote tweeted that, and he said 8 rounds, whatever. And I think we captured a bit of that angst in the post-game hit on Reed's Reed, brought to you by Ewell, and it was good. It went late, though. I think we got out of there about 12:30 when we finished up the post-game show. But yesterday, 8 o'clock face-off, 8 o'clock quote-unquote, the pregame ceremony. I like how they kept it relatively quick, at least, but still, I think what puck dropped at like 8:20, 8:25.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's when you're doing those intros, standard.
Shout out to DJ Bose getting on the ice there.
May I was going to ask you about the DJ. I mean, we'll talk about the game here for sure.
He's the ALCS DJ too.
Dude, he was so good. You know how critical I am about music and vibes and stuff at sporting events, especially like the Oilers. I do give it. But man, like his mixes were great. I was like, this is finally what I'm talking about. Like, you know, some new music, some new aura. And I liked the way they placed him right there with the players coming out. Like that was different. I don't think the Oilers have done that.
No, that was cool.
Yeah.
He's also our neighbor.
Is he?
Yeah, he lives in our building.
Did not know that.
I see him I've known him since he was a kid. I worked with his dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Costco tire shop?
No, OEG, but really good family, the Bosen Cools. So, he's a party animal. Like he does the Oktoberfest. He does all the stuff in the tent.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oktoberfest was awesome. Again.
Well, I guess no. He was at Oktoberfest.
Okay.
I don't know if he was spinning.
Okay.
And then I saw him dressed up in like
He was in full gear.
The Lederhosen. Yeah, he was going, but he's always at that tent playing there, and then he's the Oilers and the Elks DJs. So I think I saw DJ Johnny Infamous working an Elks game though. filling in for DJ Bose. Anyway, it was cool. I liked it.
DJ Bose shout out.
Yeah.
I loved it. That was awesome.
I can introduce you.
I want to, shake his hand and be like, good job, bruh.
He would like that.
Also, I agree with the morning show. I thought the applause and the ovation could have been better for McDavid. I don't mind the moving along aspect of it, but it should have been louder.
Why? Why
he
just signed a contract extension? Why do you need to give him that's what I didn't understand. And no, there's no knock against fans yesterday for giving him a nice 15, 20 second ovation. But why did he need more than a minute of an ovation to start a year? He didn't even want a press conference for his extension. He just wants to go out there and play. So I thought yesterday was fine. But I know people are like, 4-minute ovation, 8 minutes. Why?
No, that's too much. And he doesn't like that sort of stuff
he hates
either.
That stuff.
But I just thought it was just the way the applause was going throughout the lineup, that his should have just been just crazy loud. It should have been playoff loud. It should have been a huge thank you. And you could also see the emotions in his face, which was nice too. But yeah, I'm just saying I stood up and did it.
You were there last night?
No, that's what I'm saying.
You stood up at home?
Yes, I did. It's not weird.
I thought it could have been louder too, but the one thing I will add is the music was very loud.
Yeah.
And that's going to always just drown out how much you can get there. And if anything, they should have, quieted the music a bit more, maybe even for all the intros. But right before then, you could have slowly started turning that down so that it could have been more noise. And I think that would have gotten the crowd to go even louder.
Legit. Do you think it was strategy?
No, I just don't think they realized that.
Oh, okay.
I just don't think they realized that maybe the music part of that was a little too loud, and they didn't think that maybe it would, it just added noise, but actually it hurts applause to a degree.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was, to me, it was slightly above an average ovation that McDavid would get when he's announced at a home opener. I think if you showed that home opener from all the last 10 years, they'd be very similar across the board.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which at the same time is, that's probably to one way if you're going to, if you want to do something for McDavid, is probably don't give him the extra. Because that's the thing that he doesn't like.
Yeah.
And don't put him in an uncomfortable spot if that's not what he likes. So.
Yeah, Rip City said the crowd was dead all game. I thought the crowd was kind of quiet.
Really?
I get it.
That's Rogers' place.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it is in the regular season.
McDavid just signed. You're playing the Flames.
So Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Yeah. Okay.
It's Wednesday night.
I stopped at this. I'm ready to stop at this battle because I've wanted better crowds throughout the regular season for years, and it's not going to come. With all due respect to the majority of the fans at the stadium, at the rink. This isn't a shot at all of you. This is a shot at some of you, but it's a business crowd now. It's a status crowd, and some of the best fans, the fans that would bring the noise, can't get into that rink anymore.
I think the second part you said there, status crowd, I think is very true. Very true. And part of that goes hand in hand with business crowd. It's nowhere near as bad as Toronto,
or Vancouver.
But we're heading that way.
It is going that way.
That's the problem is that we're heading that way.
That's true.
And I know you don't go the other way. That's the way you're moving forward towards. And
it's wild.
That's the sad part to me. Is it's just and there are some there that try to bring the noise. There are so I don't want to call out everyone.
Right.
But there's a lot there that are there in their suits and they're there because they get a say. They're Oilers season ticket holders.
That's true. The status crowd, I think, is a very appropriate way to describe people at games mostly.
Wow, I didn't think
I like it though. Not that I like status crowd. I like when it gets rowdy.
Playoffs will come, and if it's not the LA Kings again, round one will be boring again, or it won't be a great crowd because it's LA again. After that, it's gonna be Rockets. It's gonna be great, and we've seen that time and time again over the last number of years.
Saturday could be rocky.
That's because Canucks fans will come out and they'll force those Oiler fans that are on their hands to come out because the Canucks fans will be bringing it, and you can't let them run you out of your own place.
And they paid to play. The Canucks fans are, there's going to be lots of them there.
But for the most part, 41 regular season games, the majority of them, you're going to sit there and you're going to be like, this is quiet.
Yeah. No, it's fair. Anyway, I think there's a good energy around the city for the team this year, so Better than last year for sure.
If only those people could find a way, we can get more of those people into.
Well, prices aren't exactly everyday person friendly. So
Curious to see how those lineups were. If they were still really busy for people to purchase their beer.
yes, I went and visited my dad and uncle and our buddy Larry Ring in the intermission. Oh, I saw Cam from GCL Diesel.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Good to see Cam yesterday. And yes, the lineups were big. That one club area on the penalty box side is crammed. And then I found out everybody was on the other side, so I went over there. And there was a little bit more space to walk around. But yeah, Jazzy, the lineups were busy. Some parts of the main concourse were okay. But yeah, it was pretty packed. I saw Struddy and Shona yesterday too.
Nice.
Yeah. Struddy was chirping me for something, but I said, Shona, can you please escort the man out of the building? Thank you. His pants were super tight.
He's always chirping people.
Yeah. It's with love, though. So great to see you, Struddy. I know you're listening.
Bronco Nick also does that. Oiler fans are desensitized because we're used to deep playoff runs. And this is
could
preseason
be,
for us.
yeah.
And these games, like, to a large degree, they don't matter. There shouldn't be panic over yesterday.
Is there panic? I don't know.
There's
There's no panic. It was a disappointing collapse. Okay, you blew a 3-0 lead. And of course, we all knew this was going to happen, that Stu was going to be the villain of the city this morning. And I know all of us, even the people that are rooting against him, I'm pretty sure you were, like, you want your team to win and achieve.
You would hope so.
Right? And it just sucks that it happened. But the good news is we're not blaming Nurse, so there's a positive.
Well, you know, we
we could on the one.
hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the turnover where he just didn't dump it. He tried to dangle a defenseman, and the puck went the other way, led to the first goal against, which was a fluky goal. There were people saying, like, how did he not save that? It's like, that was a bank play that was bang, bang, and he was kind of moving. I think yesterday on the post-game show, people literally just being tired because it was late.
Of course.
And then it was the same, like, well, what happened? Why didn't Bouchard take the puck? Why didn't Stu cover it up on the third one? Why weren't they communicating? Great questions, all valid. And then what was Darnell doing on that first goal? And the high stick, I thought there'd be a little bit more angst about that one, but there really wasn't. And yeah, maybe it is a bit of apathy, and maybe it is a bit of everybody was just actually sincerely tired because it was so late.
Yeah. Even Louis, though, called it. Like, he's like, no, that's a high stick.
Yeah.
On the broadcast.
Yeah.
So.
It reminded me, remember the Gabe Vilardi goal, or Gabe Vilardi high stick that led to a goal against LA a couple of years ago? It's like, how do you not see that?
This one, I just wondered, like, where, because there was the one replay from the side on the goal line almost, and it looked like to me the puck maybe hit the bottom of his stick, and that might have been right under the bar or so.
Maybe.
And that's where to me, there was just that one angle that was the one where I'm like, oh, was that actually a high stick? Because like when that happened live, I was like, that's high stick.
Yeah.
And then most of those replays, you're looking, that's a high stick. And then there was that one angle, I'm like, ooh, was it though? And that's where I think calling the ice. Like I think that was just one in the end. It was going to be calling the ice. And the ref's in a pretty good spot there that he has that angle.
Yeah.
And he didn't think it was immediately a high stick. So I'm probably should have gone the other way, but it's also one that it was close enough for me that I could live with it.
Fair.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was 50-50 or 51-49, however you want to look at it.
Dougler.
But I think in the end, you still blew a 3-0 lead, even though that one maybe doesn't go. Like, you still blew it in the end.
You blew it.
If there's one bad goal in there, why'd you let the other two win? And why was this a 3-3 hockey game when you're up 3-0? And why didn't you put this away at 4-0? Or why, when it was a 3-1 or 3-2, did you not get the next goal to make it 4-2? That's, I think, where Oiler fans are looking. It's like, it shouldn't come down to what the NHL's choosing.
Let me tack on. Why didn't you score in overtime when you had a power play?
Yeah.
You had 8 opportunities on the shootout, and you didn't really. Those were not very inspiring shootout attempts.
The officiating or the command center, whatever you want to call all that, those are easy excuses. And I think maybe some Oiler fans yesterday are going, I'm not giving the Oilers the easy excuses. It's supposed to be a Stanley Cup contender. You're supposed to beat these Calgary Flames. It shouldn't come down to that close of a call where it comes down to what the NHL says. It should have been over before that or a little after that.
Absolutely. I agree with you in that sense too. And also it's classic Oilers fashion to be comfortable, to bring it and then get satisfied with 3-0 and then the Flames were hungry. They were physical. They brought it back. So
fat and sassy.
yeah.
Dougler texting in 780-218-9999. Get to the nasty chat as well. Says, honestly, guys, prices are so high that when I'm at the game, I'm watching the game. It moves fast, and I don't want to miss anything. I appreciate that, but there's. I always think of Vegas, but Vegas sets the bar. Chicago's great. Montreal, I think Montreal could be, if people had a chance to go see a game in Montreal where you're there for the game, like Dougler is, and you want to watch it. As soon as the puck drops, everyone's dialed into the ice. But in between, they get into it, they get rowdy, they have fun, people are clapping, and that does happen here, but most of the time it's kind of forced because there's some kind of contest going on or something like that. But I get where Douglas coming from, but it would be nice to see a little bit more rah-rah. And
I do get where he's coming from, but I also believe that there is a responsibility of a fan when you buy a ticket to bring home ice advantage.
Yes.
And while you miss part of the game, you're there more to help your team, because there is an impact that can happen from the crowd.
Yeah, that's true.
The home ice, home court, home field, all of that is a legit thing.
Yes.
If the crowd brings it, and that you are spending that money to be there, but also to empower your team and help your team get the victory. And just sitting there to watch it all and not miss anything does not help your team win.
Fair.
And that's where I always view that's where fans could be. I'm getting set to spend a lot of money on World Cup tickets next year.
Yes, you are.
I will spend a lot on that. I remember when they were here in Edmonton, they were cheaper though, but I'm hoping to be in a similar spot. There's probably a lot of that game I'm going to miss because it'll be flags waving in my face or I'm cheering. But the point is to be there to try to push on our Canadian boys to a victory.
Yes.
That's to me the duty of fans that are going to games, is that you are taking on a responsibility to help your team. And when you sit on your hands just to watch the game, and look, that if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. From my perspective, you're actually helping the opposition. You're not helping the Oilers. You're not helping your team. You're not helping your boys get that victory. You're leveling the playing field by making it more of a neutral site game. That's where I know it's expensive and you want to watch it all, but you also could be a reason you could walk away and be like, we helped those boys get that dub tonight.
Fair. Jazzy, anything?
Yeah. Nuge had a good game, off the bat. There's still some positives here. McDavid, the assist, and then not to mention Dry scoring his, what is it? His
400th milestone goal.
Yeah. I think he's the second player to do it in NHL or in Oilers history after Gretzky. There's some milestone. There's some good things here, I suppose. And Dry was being a team player, trying to pass the puck to Tomaszek.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to figure that one out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's one of those Eastern European things.
It's a big uke. He goes, the fact it's 2025 and they're only relying on poorly placed cameras is ridiculous. I actually really am surprised by that.
Good point.
Going back to Saga, they have this offside thing where they go to this whole AI, almost, I don't know if it's fully AI generated, but they go and they see where's the shoulder to the arm. How do we not have some sort of graphic that we could go to of, okay, when the stick hit the puck, this is where it was, and then we get all these things come up and where was it in relation to the bar?
Right.
I don't know why that's all based on eyes and cameras.
Okay,
we should have computerized stuff for that one.
I know. Look
to
at
be
the
able to be
NFL.
the first down marker now. Yes,
that's right.
How
There's
do we
a
not have
pylon
that
cam,
for a couple of these things? It should be an easy boom, boom, boom. Okay, that was above the bar. No goal.
Okay, do you remember? I don't know if you remember. This was back in the playoffs. I was telling you about my old camera guy from The Score, Tom Dudley. He does a thing. So I was talking about how they brought in these, I can't remember if they're 4K or 8K cameras that they put around the arena, and it basically works together, and you can move the shot to anywhere in the state. It's this amazing technology. It takes up a huge amount of data. But he's back this year for every game. They have those cameras for every game, and it's a league-driven initiative where they could basically imagine NHL 26, the video game, and you want to watch a replay, and you could zoom in and control the camera angle and watch from anywhere. Essentially, it's something like that, but I don't think only the league has that right now, and they're testing it, but it's not available for use in a replay situation.
The hell were they doing all summer?
Well, they proved it to use it this year. Try and see if they have something worth kind of introducing into the game.
But you have tennis, you have that eye cam, and then we go to that graphic and here's the ball, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And I know it's not exactly 100% perfect. When it first started, Roger Federer was against it actually, because he's like, this isn't even based off of like it could be a fraction off because they're kind of guessing in a sense. But I'd rather them have something that we look at. I'm like, yeah, even if it's partially guessing of where it all is, that we have this graphing of where is it in relation to the bar. Why are we using cameras that are sometimes lower or higher, and you're then trying to have to adjust to that based off physics and all that stuff? So
there's an RFID. There's RFID chips in the puck already.
There's got to be some sort of thing that we could figure out high sticks it as well as if does the puck cross a line or not without us having to go to a camera.
I agree with you.
Figure it out, NHL. Your record revenue. Put that to use.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, with all the science and technology and AI, there has to be a way to figure it out. Frederick should not have been on the top line.
Oh,
according to Trev, he's going to drop down
too
to the
soon.
Fourth line.
You can't just put him in there for one game.
Didn't even hear him. Didn't even hear
where
his
does
name
Roslovic going? It's been actually. You want to know something quickly on the Roslovic deal?
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever been at a game when the Oilers signed someone.
Like in the
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
What happened?
Really? You thought that was cool? It's kind of like
it was a
mishmash.
neat, cool, like how there's a game going on, all of a sudden, oh my God, the Oilers are signing someone.
Yeah.
And then, because like Reed got a text from someone close to the end of the first saying, watch the Sportsnet broadcast and news is coming. So we threw it on, and then we heard Friedman say, Roslovic, Oilers re-engaging. So, okay. So then Reed went up to go get some pizza. I kept the Sportsnet thing on my screen. Was talking with Hernan. And then all of a sudden, Hernan's like, oh, it's official. Like Elliot's saying it's official. So look at the phone. So that starts spreading. Then everyone's talking about, okay, well, how are they fitting this into the cap? And everyone on press row was talking about that.
Yeah.
And then Stan Bowman's going to speak after the second. And then all of a sudden, like when that was like, all of a sudden the Oilers tweet it with the money. You're like, oh, it's 1.5. And they announced it in the second intermission to the crowd.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, it was different. And then we had the Bowman thing, and I know I was talking to Andrew Peard, and he was just like, yeah. Well, I don't know why we didn't wait till tomorrow, but that's okay.
I mean,
because Friedman had it.
He got it, yeah. So it kind of forced their hand a bit.
But it was cool. Like everybody was happy. Twitter was bumping. I was taking a shower in the second period or the first period, so I was listening to Stoff guys. And then they were talking about it, and they were kind of like, they didn't know what to say, not too much to say. They're like, Oilers signed somebody. And then I misunderstood what they said, so I called my parents. I'm like, they signed a guy named Jack Russell.
Like the dog?
Yeah.
Nice.
They signed a team dog.
All right.
Facts. I like kept saying Jack Russell. Then the group chats. Everybody's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a dog. Yeah. Thank you.
That's a dog.
Okay. I got excited. Speaking of him, he is a great addition. He's going to bring a lot of depth. I did a bunch of research on him, actually.
Excellent.
So, yeah. He has
Enlighten
good
us.
hands. What's that?
Enlighten us.
He has lots of speed. He has good hands. And depth. Our favorite D word is depth. What?
Well, no. Belsey, Dash, and I were talking yesterday about what will be the needs of the Oilers going into the playoffs, and one was like a top 6, and boom, you can almost check that off, right? Yesterday,
Yeah, we'll see how he fits in.
He'll be
40-point
29 on January 29th, so his royal birthday.
Nice.
Coming up. Okay.
See him have a royal season.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
And I believe they were saying that he wanted to come, or there was like talks before.
He
but
turned down the Oilers in the summer.
Yeah.
And I'm intrigued what that money was.
Right. I'm curious.
I'm sure it was higher than 1.5 the Oilers offered at the time.
But why didn't anybody else snap him up? I think he adds depth. I said it last night on the post-game show. He's been around the league for a while. He's consistently a 30 to 40 point guy. Is probably an upgrade on a couple guys that are on the roster right now, and that's okay. And you need a lot of good veteran NHL players to go on a deep run. So we'll see how he fits in and all that. I'm just curious. Good. You went and got another legitimate NHL player. That's important. So if an Ike Howard needs some time in the minors or something like that.
Well, there's a lot of players that the Oilers are taking chances on this year. You know, when you got Savoy, you got Howard, you got Philp. Tomaszek. Regula.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of guys that really we haven't seen, you know, and new to the league. And you're taking chances on. And
that's true.
They're not all going to hit.
No.
You know, I think for the Oilers, of those forward groups, there's 4 I named there. You're hoping that 2 to 3 are from very productive to adequate for you to a degree. One's probably not going to eventually be a great fit for this team, possibly. And then regular, you'll see with him. But, you know, you bump that down. You bring the importance of them down just a bit when you bring in like a Jack Roslovic.
No.
Now I'm just going to mess up his name.
Jack Russell.
Sorry.
Because now...
Good boy.
Good boy.
Roslovic. You bring him in. And it just brings them down, and it just gives a little less pressure on them to all produce. And as you said, well, if you need to send one of those guys down just for even a week or something, you know, go get a couple games down there, come back up later. Like, it's important as opposed to, well, if you send Savoy down, well, there's a guy who's in the top 6 already, you know, like, how do you fill that, you know?
Maybe,
it's a nice move.
We'll see where it goes. We'll see where this goes.
Money works nice. We'll see what the Oilers' moves are to fit it. Because I think, did Bowman say that they can't make it official until they make roster moves?
I believe so, yeah. There has to be some movement, so we'll see what they do. I mean, what Stetcher? Do you send Stetcher down? Do you send someone else like Lazar?
Lazar, I think, is the easy, quick one right now because you need to go. If you're bringing 1 forward, you might as well get rid of 1 forward.
Yeah, but Lazar's money is
Yanmark someone.
Well, he's on IR.
I know, but is he someone that we're not looking at move on from him or so?
Don't you dare say that.
Sorry.
Dustin Wolf also had a hell of a game. That guy has to be a gymnast.
He's flexible.
He's very flexible.
He's nimble, isn't he? Yeah. He's good. He was good in the 3rd period in the shootout. Yeah. And OT. And OT on the penalty kill. He was good.
Yeah, I'd be fascinated by the Flames this year. I was on, went to their subreddit on Reddit just to see what the fans were saying about something. I want to see sometimes it's nice to see when like there's those close calls, what the other teams are saying. Yeah. And even they were going like, oh, we got lucky on that one like a little bit. So they weren't going, yeah, that was the right call. We got it. But it was funny just seeing a lot of like, there's a lot of Flames fans out there that want them to fail this year.
What? Oh, okay.
Really?
Okay.
But they want Gavin McKenna.
Okay.
But it's like Dustin Wolf's going to stop that to a degree. They're not going to be bad enough to get into that mix. I don't think we saw it last year. Like they were in that spot where we'll see if they could find the way to get some other players. But they're going to be a team that's going to start getting there to the playoffs and then maybe start attracting new players and get better. Or they're going to be just that team that's always hanging right, missing the playoffs.
Never that bad to.
And that could be a danger spot to be in.
I know.
But it was funny just seeing how some Flames fans they're upset. Or like they because it was the Oilers, they're happy. If you could always beat the Oilers, they're just going to be happy. But it was like, well, kind of want McKenna here.
San Jose's going to suck this year, and Chicago's going to suck. I don't know what the Islanders are going to be. There's going to be some crappy teams this season. I think the Flames, I think their mentality is...
They're too scrappy.
Yeah, they are.
They're feisty. They're scrappy. They're plucky. You let them hang around, and all of a sudden they turn up. They have some good players, and what are they going to do with Rasmus Andersson? Who are they going to trade him for? Are they really trying to bottom out? Well, then you trade him for prospects and draft picks, or do you think you have a chance at making the playoffs? Then you go and get a legitimate player that wants to play in Calgary. So there's going to be some decisions that need to be made by Craig Conroy and his staff. I like them. I think and I feel like their mentality is to continue to push upwards and avoid losing, but I don't know. I don't like the premise of bottoming out to win the draft lottery. To me, like, listen, it could be huge and monumental for a franchise, but just the principle of it, I'm just like, you're willfully losing.
Well, the players aren't, and the coaching staff's never.
Management's just suing them with bad players.
You're giving a roster that's just not going to win.
Yeah.
I get it for certain years. A year like this, I get it.
Sure.
But it's also one, I get it if you're already near the bottom. To just blow up your team to try to get them, it's just going to take so long then to rebuild those pieces that you possibly move on from. For those bottom teams, it does make sense to me, though, because Well, like 3 of the teams that we could look at, Islanders, Blackhawks, and Sharks, you add a McKenna with a Celebrini or Bedard or Schaefer. That's a nice duo to be moving forward with. And those guys don't come around that often.
That's true.
But I get what you're saying, especially when you're charging prices for the tickets. Lower those tickets, bring those tickets back then if you're going to, where you're trying to lose. Bring those tickets back in a way. Castro 1990 asked Buffalo how deliberately tanking was in McDavid's draft year.
That Buffalo is just a mess.
Well, and the other part, there is no guarantee about tanking, though. That's what I like about the system that the NHL and the NBA have with the lottery type system. Whether the way you want to go about lotteries, that's up for question. But the NFL way is if you're just the worst team, you get the best top pick. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that if you are the worst team, you have a chance of getting that first pick, but you're not guaranteed it.
Right. That is true.
I'm of the, and I know other people don't like it as much. I'm of the mindset that any team that misses the playoffs should have a chance at getting that first overall. Smaller chances if you're close to the bottom, but I don't like this. You only can jump up so many spots. If you're 14th and you have a 1.5% chance, but your ball gets drawn or your numbers get drawn, you should get the number 1 pick. Screw everyone else.
Matthew, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. I don't know. You make a compelling point there. So,
What else you got?
well, I was gonna say, like, shout out to Bowman. This guy has signed McDavid, Pods, Wallman.
Again, it's Bowman and Jackson. We need to remind ourselves of this.
He also, he didn't sign McDavid.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDavid
Every
signed
single
himself.
one
Yeah,
of us
you were
could have
right.
signed
You
McDavid.
were
There's
right.
nothing to that.
Yeah.
We
Really
all
agreeing with
signed
Maddie
McDavid.
this show, yeah.
Connor called and said, let's do it. Here are the terms. Here's the money. Let's go.
Fair. 5-minute conversation. Done.
Yeah.
Bye. Time for my PSL. Yeah, so whatever. So he signs Pods. He signs Wallman. He signs...
They
sign Ekholm. And then Russell...
Roslovic.
Meanwhile, you have Holland, like, worried about, your alternate jerseys. So, shout out.
Who? Like Ken Holland?
Yeah.
What's he worried about?
Oh, sorry about, like, the Kings of their alternate jersey.
Yeah.
How they came out. Like, meanwhile, just saying there's, like,
What did we
stat
miss
guys
here?
are doing better.
Well, did you see how the Kings unveiled their new jerseys?
I know they wore them the other night.
Oh,
At
my
Face
bad.
Off.
At Face Off.
That was when they came out. Was the first time anyone saw them or knew about them. They warmed up in other jerseys.
Yeah.
They did a fake video or something for them coming out the tunnel, and they came out in these new jerseys. Like, it's like one of the few times we've ever seen a reveal like in one of the coolest ways, which is just game time.
That's
like
sick.
imagine the Oilers for that third jersey that you were on top of for a year or so. Imagine if the Oilers' first time they came out was like last night. We didn't see the actual jersey at all ever.
That's cool.
And instead, when they came out and they were all being introduced or whatever, they were wearing the new jersey. Everyone was like, oh my God, what is this new? That's what they did.
I like that. I missed that, but that is a cool way to do it. And people were knocking the matte silver helmets. I actually like them better than those chrome ones that they had a few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're beautiful. I think Kenny was taking the props for that. That's why I mentioned that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
See, I missed that.
yeah,
Like,
okay.
was he complaining about the jerseys?
No, I think that was his idea to do the reveal.
Really? That's a
fashion,
great
how he
idea.
Described it with the face.
Wow, that's pretty neat. I text Dennis Bernstein, about that. He covers the Kings, obviously. And he goes, yeah, they're going to change their jerseys every couple of years. He's like, the plan is probably for these to become the regular jerseys.
Okay.
And then, they'd probably do like a away version or something like that. And yeah, they flip over their uniforms like every 3-4 years. Well, they just switched to the kind of retro style last year full time. Then they unveiled these, but they look cool. I like them.
Yeah, Kings always have nice stuff.
Yeah, lately they have. Their stuff has been pretty sharp.
I think I saw something on Twitter yesterday that CC's given how to give away back-to-back games that has turned into a goal, which isn't
his
not a good start.
His
Not a good
Kings
start.
debut hasn't been great. Corey Perry got booed in player introductions
I saw
on
that.
opening
That's
night.
right.
Yeah.
You want to know something? I will say, though, when Skinner got announced, I looked at her and I'm like, were those boos or stews?
Ooh, yeah.
There was a moment where I thought maybe I heard a couple, but it could have been stews.
Yeah.
No, that was weird, the Corey Perry one. I actually
He laughed.
I kind of respect that.
Yeah, so do I.
Come earn your respect of our team.
Yep.
You know, we went against you as Kings fans for all these years when you're in Anaheim. We've then gone against you the last few years in the playoffs with the Oilers.
Yep.
Now you're coming here. Awesome. We hope you do well to a degree, but earn it.
Yep.
You want us to cheer for you? Do something in a Kings jersey. I like that.
Well, he's hurt, but yes, exactly.
I know,
Yeah,
but when you're healthy, do something
That's
for
fair.
us now.
That's fair.
And then we'll get on side with
It is kind of weird, but you could see him kind of snickering, which was funny.
And their game also went to the shootout yesterday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I didn't watch it, but I was getting highlights. Updates. The Kings won 6-5, but weren't the Golden Knights down?
Yeah, they were down in the second period last I checked. Then I got home and started watching the scoreboard a little bit. I was surprised it got to 5-5. But as they were in OT, so were the Oilers. As they were in the shootout, so were the Oilers. And then we had to go to the post-game show.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't keep tabs on it.
I think one of Reed's predictions for this season was that he believes that Pete DeBoer will be named the new head coach of the LA Kings.
I like how he took a swing on that one.
Well, and it's the only thing that I would counter with him on that one is first time Ken Holland ever made a coaching change was here in Edmonton.
Yep.
Not a guy that generally does that.
Right.
But if there's a spot that you look, okay, well, who's going to be that next team to give Pete DeBoer a shot? And you look at all the teams that you think, okay, who's in that playoff spot from last year that might take a dip that could use a Pete DeBoer? It's really only LA. It does make sense. The only thing I wonder is would Ken Holland pull that trigger? Because like in Edmonton, you can't wait much. Like that one with Dave Tippett. Well, I guess he did it twice.
Yeah,
He did it twice in the end. But
I think his hand was forced
but
on
the thing
both
is,
of those.
hands forced. The market's not going to let you keep going.
Yeah.
You kind of have to go do something. And I don't know if the LA market's going to be the same way. If he's going to be able to skate at least for one season before he maybe makes the coaching change in the summer.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty loyal. Anyway, I think in his introductory press conference, he even said everybody who's got a contract on the staff stays.
And that's where I think he might miss out on a really solid coach to take him to that next level, which is just shy of a Stanley Cup.
That's where Pete DeBoer usually ends up.
Yeah, isn't it? They just never could get fully there. So, it's just the Ken Holland angle that I go, would he do it again? But otherwise, like if it was any other GM, Reed would be 100% right. I don't think anyone would have any question about that. It'd be the countdown to when's Pete DeBoer hired as the LA Kings head coach.
No, that's fair. It's a good case that Reed makes. Mm-hmm. Taco texting and says, who thought Bouchard was a good option for the shootout? Why didn't they let Mangiapane have a shot in the shootout? Former players always find a way to win against their old teams.
Yeah.
Valid questions. Again.
Yeah, and he had a goal.
Very nice shot by Mangiapane on that goal from distance on Wolf. And then Bouchard, among others, with very uninspired shootout attempts.
What was that?
It was not good.
It was like, he's tired.
Have a Powerade and an energy bar. Let's go.
Yeah.
All you got to do is skate down for 10 seconds and take a shot.
Yeah, I wonder why, like, and how coaches come up with that. Obviously, they would practice shootouts and practices, I would assume.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes they do.
And then I guess it's just a gut thing, too, with the coaching staff.
Howard went. Savoy went. Who else did they say? Tomaszek went. Tomaszek. Yeah, Bouchard. Draisaitl's move was nice.
Gager in the nasty chat says usually there's no book on a D-man shooting. So that's why you'd send him out there possibly.
They shouldn't shoot.
But that's the send him out there and no one's going to maybe catch Dustin Wolf by surprise on that one. Because, well, what's this guy going to do? I don't know. He's a D-man. Because when did he go? Bouchard?
6th, I think.
So like you're getting later and you're just trying to like, hey, well, let's try to throw a curveball out there to see what could happen.
Kapanen had the last one, right?
He went 7th.
7th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kapanen's
Kapanen
shot.
had the last one.
That was a nice shot. Just didn't go in. Then was it Wolf kissing the bar after that?
Yep.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
No, Klima's lit. DeBoer to Nashville could work. Talented roster that underperformed.
Yeah,
that's a
who's
good
there
one to
right
look
now?
at.
Andrew Burnett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
a good
another
point.
one to look at.
Nashville's kind of fallen into that forgotten territory right now.
Yeah, Barry Trotz was the greatest GM 2 Julys ago.
And all fell on its face.
Right as soon as puck drop happened.
30th place last year. Yikes.
So that hasn't gone well. But I say, Drew Brown, CFL news quickly. Drew Brown, he's going to be out for the rest of the season, I think. The Red Blacks shutting him down. Dustin Crum getting the start this weekend.
Tough year in Ottawa.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of cleaning of house in Ottawa.
Yeah. Did you just make Rick Campbell the head coach there? Again?
It makes sense. But it comes out, who's your GM? Is he going to be GM coach? Like he was co-GM and coach in BC.
Yeah.
Or do you bring in a new GM, and then at that point you can't saddle them with Rick Campbell. You got to let that new GM pick who they want, unless you're going to go, or maybe Rick Campbell goes the, John Huffnagel type route where he maybe moves, or Danny Machocha, GM.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Hires coaches and he just runs the team. I don't know.
Suppose he could.
They've toiled for a number of years, and they need to get back veterans. I like Bob Dice. He won't be back. Sean Burke probably shouldn't be back. We'll see what changes they make there. And then the big quarterback, like Drew Brown, is a guy that I never fully was high on, but like he can get you big yards, he can throw you touchdowns, but he also throw you a lot of picks.
And he gets hurt.
Yeah. And is Dustin Crum a guy you want to go forward with? Like it's
no.
They're an interesting team to look at going into next year. There's no question about it. And Hearn and I were talking yesterday about it. Like, I think he's too loyal. I don't think he would test the market. But everyone just thinks Cody Fajardo here is just guaranteed.
Good point.
But
I think he wants to make bank.
But if he wants to make bank, you go to a market and you're going to have a team like Ottawa then maybe interested.
Yeah. Well, and how much you got to weigh winning, and you got to weigh
the money.
Money versus winning.
And how much could the Elks offer? And one thing, Hernan and I just don't know, like, is there any guaranteed money that's associated to trade? Because if there is, that limits how much you could give to then a Cody and stuff. Like, I think if I had to put it, Cody's going to still be the quarterback of this team next year, like at 90%.
Yeah.
But there's that part where you look at Ottawa, you look at changes and go, is that a team that's maybe looking at a guy like Cody Fajardo and going, we're targeting him?
They could.
As I say, like I just think he's just too loyal to a degree.
Yeah, that's fair.
Elks play Saturday?
Yeah, they play Saturday.
They are playing
Winnipeg.
Ooh.
Are you going? Or are you going to the Oiler game?
I don't know.
You could do a triple header in the city of Edmonton that day. I believe the Oil Kings play at 2.
They do.
Yeah.
You can hit the Oil Kings 2, leave about 4, just a little after 4, maybe 4:50. You get most of the Oil King game in. Get down to Commonwealth, go watch Elks, Blue Bombers, leave partway into that fourth quarter if you want. Get to Rogers Place, go watch Oilers Canucks. If you want, you could do the Edmonton triple header.
That would be unreal. And it's one train stop on the LRT line. Yeah.
And it's Thanksgiving weekend. So, you'll have an extra day off to, recover after 3 games.
You're right. Exactly. You can go hard. And maybe it's more, maybe it's a couple stops.
If you walk from Rogers to like Corona Station or something, it'll be one train.
Yes, that's right.
If you go right out of Rogers Place,
you got to get off.
It'll take you downtown, which is a very short stop. Then you switch lines to go there.
Right.
But if you walk the 2 blocks instead of taking the train that's right outside, it's one train.
Or you hop on a scooter. You take 107th Ave. Yeah, it is going to be chilly.
A little chilly.
Yeah.
I think Josh Clausen said it's going to be not flurries, but like the little bit of wet.
I'm going to be bundled up.
Right?
If you are going to the Elks game, check the tailgate. Presented by the Elks Herd, the Turf District, Edmonton Sports Talk, as well as You Need a Barbecue. It's the 2025 Chili Cook-Off. Bunch of chili for you to go walk around and try and then vote on. We are a proud partner of it. This is the 3rd year, I believe, the Chili Cook-Off is going. It's the 2nd year Edmonton Sports Talk has jumped on board as a presenting sponsor of it. Scout from the Elks Herd, he's going to be on the Hangout tomorrow. We'll talk some CFL with him, obviously, but we'll talk a little bit more about the Chili Cook-Off. But yeah, chance for you to head down to the tailgates and go try a bunch of people's chili and then vote on it and see which one's the best chili for 2025. So that's going to happen at the tailgate, Commonwealth Stadium. It is on the west side of Commonwealth. Tailgating starts 3 hours beforehand. People are allowed to get in. So after they're probably about 2.5 hours before the game is when people will be fully set up, ready to go. And you'll want to get there early because from what I know from the last couple of years, the chili moves quick. The chili will go quick. So if you want to go try a bunch of chili and have your say in who's the best chili for the Elks tailgate this year, you're going to want to get there early and go try it. What if the weather is a little cool?
It's going to be 9 degrees.
Perfect. That's perfect chili weather.
I was just going to say, what a perfect day for chili.
Go warm up with a bunch of little bowls of chili.
Yeah.
Try a bunch of different ones.
Try a bunch of different ones.
Go check out Dave in Section T. He always has one going. A couple years ago, he made, I remember because I went down, I think it was a couple years ago, he with like sour cream and stuff, he did like the Elks logo on it and stuff.
Ooh.
It's really cool.
Ooh, I love presentation.
Yeah, he had a good presentation for it.
That's great.
And he does it right because I believe he doesn't do beans.
I was going to just be like, Maddie's going to go to the ones that don't have beans.
I wish I could go. I can't go because I'll be here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I got kickoff post-game show for Elks. Plus, I got pre-game show for the Oilers on Saturday. But yeah, Benny's going to be in the office when Jay and I are here watching a little bit of the Elks game, which is going to be
so many
different.
things for Benny. How was he last night?
Good.
I bet he was.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He's
Wasn't
got good energy.
Sorry, I have one more question I want to ask you about the game last night. Was the chat and all over like Stu, or was it just kind of all over the place?
Yeah, some people were bringing up the sub 900 save percentage.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there was some talk about him, a complaint about Nurse, a little bit of Bouchard.
Oh, Nurse did get it.
Yeah. It wasn't as feisty as it could have been. And again, I think it being such a late game probably had something to do with it. But yeah,
people are cranky. Like I was cranky by the time. I'm like, overtime.
Or people just know that this is game 1 of 82 and this Oilers team will turn it on when it matters.
I think there was some of that.
I think Oilers gave us everything that they usually do, but they did it in one game for like the beginning of the season vibes.
That loss was so Oilers, you could say.
Yeah, it was so Oilers. Oilers were Oilering, man. Like,
yeah, they got a point.
I wasn't like at the end of the game, like, whatever.
And of all the fan bases that probably should the best spot to be like, yeah, we've seen like this team's bad starts, bad first game, but they'll be fine.
Low
it's this
leads.
fan base.
Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe this fan base is
Some of
finally
that.
learning, like, yeah, whatever. We don't need to get mad through 82 games.
Legit,
I hope
like,
so.
well, Booch
Yeah, you know.
didn't give away, like Stu. But I mean, I understand the way the puck was kind of just sitting there. That was the frustrating part.
That was brutal. That goal.
His legs open, like, oh,
you
goodness.
can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Maybe once the Olympic break ends, that's when people be like, now I'll get fired up on losses.
I think they'll get fired up on Saturday if things don't go well. But
Or after
That's
American
part of-
Thanksgiving,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Or we
No.
just kind of give that deadline.
it was okay. Like, it was okay. You had some people, like, there are some of the usuals that have, overly negative comments that you just ignore now.
And Benny didn't need earmuffs or anything.
No,
Like,
Benny
he
was fine.
good?
He
Okay.
handled it very well, and he cut up. He got clips for us. We ran some Bowman at the end, and no, it was good. Reed came out guns a blazing. We have to get Reed's mic situation figured out though. It was crackling a little bit, but no, it was fine. And Benny hung in there. So hopefully he wasn't too lonely here by himself, but he'll be okay.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah, and we're on location October 14th, by the way. Boston Pizza Westgate.
Okay.
Yeah.
October 14th. Okay.
Just put it on the calendar.
Yeah.
It's next Tuesday.
That's next Tuesday. Yeah.
So
And that's coming
again.
up fast.
Yeah.
Go see Tony. Tony's probably liking that Tomaszek. All those Tomaszek bets he made with everybody.
Because it was 20 goals?
Yeah.
23.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he got an assist yesterday. Nice play.
Well,
We'll
I mean,
see,
that's
Tony.
many goals he had.
Tony, I'm
I'm
looking
just trying to
forward.
think it's
I'm looking forward to Tuesday.
And I'm going to try to get all my colleagues to come out to Subway, by the way, because we work across the street from there.
Yes, that's right. The 14th. That's the
Yeah.
14th. We're at Subway.
Yeah.
Dusty and I.
I'm going to come by too.
that's on the 15th.
Literally
15th.
just- yeah. Oh, that's
That's
fine.
Wednesday.
I was looking at the on location calendar for pre and post, and then I'm like, okay, where are we here? Okay.
I got to put the Subway one up on our site.
It's the Canucks season opener on Saturday too, right? Not season opener because it would be at
Home opener?
then. Yeah, they're home. Yeah.
Because there's 14
season-
games today. Like everybody
I think they
except
might
for
be
a few
playing today.
teams are
Okay.
playing.
Okay. I mean, I should know this.
There's 28 teams playing tonight. So
Canucks are home to Calgary tonight.
Oh, okay. That'll be good.
And then they come to Edmonton on Saturday.
yeah,
No, I saw that there's like something like 14 games tonight. There's like 1 tomorrow. There's like 16 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday.
Fair.
Interesting. Although it's football season too, so.
Well, it makes sense
NFL
to only have
season.
1 on the Sunday.
Yeah.
0 on the Friday is weird, but if you're going to play 14 games on a Thursday and 16 on a Saturday, it makes sense. That part makes sense.
Fair enough.
Hey, Maddie. So the Yankees lose. How are you doing?
I'm waiting for the news that Aaron Boone is fired and Bruce Bochy's the new manager. That's all that matters to me right now.
Okay.
They're wasting away Judge's career right now. They need a new manager. 8 years, never won a World Series ring. He needs to go.
I'm going to say that I did watch all the celebration. I had the Oilers game on my MacBook on silent so I could listen to the celebrations. And man, I love how they Dexter it out for all the champagne and beer that they're spewing away.
Do you find it's too much for like a series win or clinching a playoff spot? Like
I do right now in sports because so many teams make the playoffs now. When it was 4 teams, it made sense to me.
Okay.
It was
reason
so hard
celebrate.
to make that playoffs. There was 3 division winners and 1 wild card team. I understood all the celebrations. We're now getting to a point where there's like teams get buys. Like I'm now like, okay, well, division title celebrate to a degree your ALCS, NLCS, and celebrate a World Series. Clinching a playoff spot like when the Yankees celebrated, come on. What are we doing here? Clinching, if you clinch the first series or you win a DS, come on. What are we doing here? Like, you won one, like you didn't win
Yeah,
at
but
all.
since 2016.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You didn't win the ultimate prize, though. Like, so what are we celebrating here?
I always
imagine
find
if
it
the
bizarre.
Edmonton Oilers started having champagne celebrations after the first round, second round,
Yeah.
third round.
Yeah,
Like
you're right. The
everyone, no
culture's
one wanted
different.
the Oilers to a degree, like for times, like to touch a cup after going into it because jinx. But now, like this other, like they're celebrating. And again, I got it when it was like 4 teams.
Sure.
But I don't know. I think we could roll these back a little bit moving forward these days.
Well, they beat the Yankees. By the way, they beat the Yankees. And also, it's just like they didn't necessarily get to always celebrate and the fans don't get to celebrate this. So I think it's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I think baseball does it so wrong
I agree.
with the celebrating. It's just awkward. It's unnecessary. When you win when you win the World Series, go crazy. I'd even
That's the
say
World
like
Series, though.
if you make it to the World Series, win the ALCS or NLCS, little celebration's fine. But like they party like they won the championship for a postseason berth, for a first round win.
The postseason berth is ridiculous. Like,
I don't
honestly, the
know.
Yankees celebrating a postseason berth. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, fair.
what are we doing here?
Fair.
Yeah.
Like, cool, you're a wild card team. Bravo. Like, this isn't worthy of champagne.
I know.
But you guys, they were, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they were second last favored to go this
The Jays?
to win the World
Yeah, but that
Series.
doesn't
So, like,
justify a party like that. You're right. They were like not expected to have a great season, and they surprised everybody.
So let them celebrate.
Not like that. Go do it on your own as a team, but you don't need like champagne and beer in the room and the ski goggles and
Yeah, okay.
baseball. I think does it wrong when it comes to its celebration.
The only sport that does that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's
It's
no other
just weird.
sports that celebrates like
Yeah,
that.
you don't see the NBA. They kind of shut it down too. Right?
And I go back. I understood it more when it was and this is where it all started. It came from the old playoffs when there was only 4 teams that made it. So you won your division, you celebrated, you won the playoffs because you were the only other team to make the playoffs. That one made sense.
Sure.
Then you slowly moved. You were one of final 8 teams, then you became one of the final 4 teams, then you went to the World Series and all that. Now that we've expanded this, they've just expanded the celebrations, and to me that's you didn't win anything yet.
Jamie from Beaumont, are they hurting anyone, Tommy?
Yep.
No, but like people mock like like when other people put up banners for like things to celebrate themselves. They get everyone in the Nash shit that's celebrating this right now. I'm ripped on those things. Like when the Predators put up the dumb banner for Western Conference. Do you remember what that was?
Oh God.
It was something that didn't even make sense.
Yeah.
But okay, then
I'll
like
look it
the
up.
argument you can make is, well, then let them celebrate something. Let them be happy. Like, why? Life's too short. But no, now it's like just because it's your team, you're all good with it. Like if the Yankees won this series, I'd still say the same thing. It's dumb. It's that you won the divisional series.
Okay, maybe just coming from like Jasmine Canada's team.
They're not Canada's team. There's a lot of people in Canada that are not Toronto Blue Jays fans.
I know.
There are Yankee fans. There are Red Sox fans. There's Mariners fans. There's a lot of Mariners fans in this country.
Of Mariners fans, yeah.
There's a lot of Twins fans in this country.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Boston fans.
There's a lot of Cubbies fans in this country. They're not Canada's team. They're Toronto's
bitter
team.
Maddie.
No, they're Toronto's team. You celebrate your Toronto team all you want. I grew up in Western Canada where we grew up to hate Toronto. But if you want to be all for Toronto, go for it.
So I know you guys probably didn't catch it, but as I mentioned, I was watching the celebrations. Yeah, there was tons of swearing on live, and I was wondering why Sportsnet didn't do a delay for that. Like
they try to. They have like sometimes you'll hear it cut out.
Yeah.
But maybe they can't catch it all.
I thought it was cool. Like I understand. Like Dustin was talking about his children. Like they couldn't really listen. That's fine. But I thought it was dope to see that. Like
The swearing.
Yeah, because I've never seen anything.
Because you
like
have a
that
potty
before.
mouth too.
Pardon?
You have a potty mouth too.
Well, I do often.
Yeah, we know.
I'm working on it.
I think if you had a delay on that, there would be a lot of just silence. Because it'd be everywhere, and it wouldn't even be beeps. Like when they do it, like generally, if you watch an award show or something, it's silence for like it cuts out. What those delays are, they cut out like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like when we used to have a delay at 12:16. What would happen is we were 8 seconds behind. So what we said on air would take 8 seconds till it went to air.
Yep.
If somebody swore and I hit the delay button, the dump button, it brought us to live. So it took those at last 8 seconds and it deletes it.
Interesting.
So that's kind of what would be the similar thing for TV. So if, Vladdy swears, let's say they have a 5 second delay, 5 seconds goes away, and then the next swear another 5 seconds. There'd just be a lot of silence. And words would go away and things like that would go away that I don't think it's, unless you told the teams to stop swearing.
Okay, so Hazel May.
But that's one of those that, exactly. Like, well, if you're in that celebration mode and you're celebrating the champagne, you're not going to be thinking about the swearing.
So a few things on this. So she did have to keep telling the players as she was interviewing them, like, we are live on Sportsnet. We are live on Sportsnet. And they didn't give a bleep.
Well, they're celebrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and poor...
Probably got them to do it more.
I don't know, or I think they just can't hear her because she's trying to.
They're not picking up what she's saying about.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, let me quickly get this interview over with so I can celebrate. Yeah. And I felt bad for her because you could tell she was getting sprayed on with the champagne. She had her big Sportsnet hat on trying to protect her eyes, and I felt so bad for her being in that locker room.
So that's got to be fun though.
Yeah.
It's probably fun, and you should probably.
I would be having fun. I'd pass over the champagne.
Probably wear something that is like, well, this one's going to get ruined today. Yeah. No, I like it. She handled it just fine.
She did. Yeah. She's so good on the.
She's been a broadcaster for a long time. Yeah. So they trust her obviously because she's with them all season long. I like how she handled. I thought she handled it fine.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But it was just funny. She's like, "We're live on Sportsnet," and
she's trying.
Yeah.
She's doing her part, and they just didn't oblige. I did dig up the banner that you were talking about.
Yeah.
The ridiculous banner.
Let's see.
Regular season Western Conference champions in 17-18.
Right, so they didn't win a President's Trophy, but they were the best team in the Western Conference.
They did win the President's Trophy.
Oh.
They did win the Central Division, but they were regular season Western Conference champions. The Oilers hung up their 2024-2025 Western Conference champion banner. When you win the Western Conference, or where you're crowned Western Conference champions, is when you make it to the Stanley Cup final. They did.
Yeah, but to the one, if you want to celebrate, go for it.
Yeah, but it says regular season.
I don't know, but
that's the silliness of the banner.
Well, that's why with the champagne, just enjoy life. They're not wrong. They were the regular season Western Conference champs.
But it's not a thing in the NHL.
I know, but I'm saying to those that want to agree with the celebration of the champagne, they'd be the ones ripping on this. But it's one or the other. This is dumb. The champagnes for this series or the clinching a wild card spot berth is dumb.
Yeah, fair.
But if if you mock that, you live with Can't be a hypocrite. Can't speak out of both sides of your mouth.
There you go.
Maddie was in such a good mood last show, and now he's just mad that the Yankees stadium is turned into a Spirit Halloween.
Wow. All right.
Start spreading the news, bitches.
Says the person that wouldn't even watch the Toronto Blue Jays if they were bad. Wouldn't even follow a single thing of the Toronto Blue Jays if they weren't good. Blue Jays fan of the last 4 weeks.
I know. I was like, I didn't really watch the regular season. But it's been fun. Like I said, Canada's team, so it's been fun. All my group chats have been a lot of fun. But it's funny when people are like, I'm a Blue Jays fan and a Yankees fan. A lot of those too.
No, I just want Aaron Boone fired. Like I've said this for weeks. The silver lining to my Yankee season, hopefully, is just going to be Aaron Boone is gone. And I see a guy like Bruce Bochy sitting there, and Bruce Bochy should be the next manager.
Retired.
He retired after the Giants, went to the Rangers, though. Came out of retirement for the Rangers, won a World Series, did 3 years. They kind of parted ways with him this year.
Right.
He didn't retire. There's talk of, would he go back to the Giants? Because they moved on from, is it Bob Melvin was there? I think Bob Melvin was there.
Bob Melvin.
So they moved on from him, and I think Bochy said something that he would listen to a call from the Giants if they called. But the guy's a 4-time World Series winner.
Yeah.
He did the 3 with the Giants in the 10s, where they won every second year for a period of time. I think it was 12, 14, 16. And then he went to the Rangers and won the World Series. I think in his first year with the Rangers. Because he was there for 3 years.
That was what, 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
And that's a damn good manager with a massive head.
Get him the biggest new era
I think they have to get him a special one.
Wow.
Bruce Bochy has a large head.
Large.
Snyder does too. I'm pretty sure the hat wasn't, he couldn't put it on his,
Just a huge melon.
yeah, I think he was having problems. Also the
8.5 inch or 8 1/8 inch.
Jeez. Big Dave texted in and says, I think baseball does the celebrating over the top too, but their season is a grind. By the time they get to the World Series, it's pushing 200 games. So let them party, I guess.
I agree with you.
I understand that feeling, Dave, Big Dave, but baseball players party all season long. Like that's, you want to talk about playing guilty? Baseball.
Yeah. It's known when there's a guilty game coming up and all that.
Yeah.
The aux cord was wild in the locker room last night too. They had like Pop Smoke going, they had 50 Cent, they had Tyga, and Tyga's like lyrics are very sexual.
Yes.
Right? And I'm pretty sure they had to change, somebody had to go change the song because it's live, right?
Right. And so, you could hear it blasting.
Yeah, there's the F-bombs being dropped, and meanwhile there's like booty popping lyrics in the background.
I like booty popping lyrics.
But they are having a blast. Gosh, I hope they win. I really hope they win. That'd be one hell of a
I like
celebration.
seeing people happy.
Me too.
Supporting a team. Again, like if they win, I'll be happy for those that are fans of the team. Mm-hmm. If they lose or win, to me, it doesn't really affect me. I'm not a fan of them.
I know. You're just, I don't really care.
Impartial.
No,
I hope the Mariners do well.
Whoa.
Eric's a Mariners fan.
Yeah, he is.
I'd like to see him do well.
And
that's a long-suffering fan base.
It'd be cool to go to Seattle. Look, there'll be a lot of Canadians then if it is.
You think so?
Seattle. Absolutely.
Go cheer on Big Dumper?
Yeah. Driving over to see that.
I don't know.
It's easy though, because that's how.
Well, if the Jays are there.
Yeah.
Well,
see the Big Dumper.
Well, the big difference in the regular season to playoffs is it's 81 home games. It's easy to give up your tickets. Mm-hmm. If you're the Mariners fan, why are you giving up your tickets to the Jays fans this year for a playoff series?
That's a good point.
I mean, there were a lot of Jays fans in the stadium yesterday. Not a lot, but there were quite a few.
Yeah, they would have to be secondary market sales, right?
But people do that.
Yeah, but it's not going to be as large as it is the regular season when the Jays go through town.
Because that's a big
Because the Mariners know that they can get money. It's like when the Leafs or the Habs come to Edmonton, they're going to get money. Mm-hmm. Or it's regular season baseball. There's always tickets available because there's 81 home games. It's hard to sell those tickets out a lot. But one of those playoffs, Mariners fans are going to want those. That's a massive market.
Yeah.
I don't think they're just going to allow the Jays fans to take over their stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There'll be Jays fans
try.
there,
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah. But there'll still be Mariners home game.
No, lots of Mariners fans, and you're right, they're loyal fans. LT in the nasty chat. T-Mobile is a fun park. Maddie would hate it.
Oh, well played, Rick. Well
I
played.
just said I wanted good things for you, Eric.
No.
Well, now I hope the Tigers take down the Mariners just so you suffer a little bit.
No.
I don't want that for you, Eric. I can't do that to you.
All right, let's go into the inbox here. Neil says, all right, Matty, grandstanding of being a poor sport, saying they are not Canada's team. Enough.
They're not.
It's the only Canadian team, so it's called Canada's team. When the Expos come back, then we have options. Same goes for the Raptors when they were on a roll. People have their teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are other teams, but it's good to get behind them. LTE has a good excuse right now, but I'd hope when Seattle is out, he can get behind the Jays too. And then Neil adds, Giants World Series wins 10, 12, 14. Bochy won't be a Yankee manager.
I'll just say this. I'm not a bandwagon fan, and why should anyone else be a bandwagon fan? They're Rogers' team. Rogers owns them. That's who owns the Maple Leafs. They are not owned by Canada. They are Rogers. That's who owns them. They're not Canada's team.
But Raptors are Canada's team.
No, they're not. They're Bell's, or they're now MLSE's team.
I don't think the Expos are ever coming back, by the way. I think the MLB just uses Montreal as a red herring. It's sad. It's disappointing.
Yeah, and it just seems like when you look at the expansion spots, the next few...
What do they say, like Nashville?
Nashville's the big one.
Yeah.
Nashville's the big one. But then like Charlotte's being thrown out a lot.
Ew.
Well, they only have the two teams.
Yeah, that's true.
Avery mentioned yesterday in the Nasty Chat, he said that BC Place was built to be like an MLB stadium.
They
had games there?
They've had games there, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Commonwealth hosted a game.
Yeah. I think the Trappers.
White Sox?
When they were the Trappers affiliate.
Or the White Sox? Or was it the Athletics?
The Athletics, I know, came to town at Remax Field now. They did a little exhibition game with the Trappers.
Maybe it was White Sox. Oh, somebody said, and I always wondered like how they configured Commonwealth because it made no sense to me. And finally one day somebody sent in a picture to the old place. And I was stunned at how it was weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I can't remember who played.
Yeah, BC Place was like the old RCA Dome. It was like the old Metrodome. Metrodome was obviously Twins and Vikings. So
Edmonton.
It'd be nice for Vancouver to have an MLB team.
yeah.
The West Coast.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Then like I said, BC Place, that they have a facility, has a closed roof too.
They're renovating BC Place for the World Cup right now. You can see it if you're watching a Lions game or a Whitecaps game. Like there's huge chunks that are like there's scaffolding and it's all blocked off. So yeah, a bunch of money's going into that one in BMO Field.
That'll be nice because BC Place already is pretty nice.
It's nice, yeah. They
like
put like a $650 million into it.
Yeah.
After the
with
Olympics.
lights.
Yeah.
It's quite gorgeous right off the water there. Yeah, it'd be nice to have it. I would actually cheer for that Vancouver team.
I believe it. You'd be like, that's my team.
Yeah.
California Angels and the Trappers.
Yeah.
That happened.
Did you
here.
find the picture of it?
I'm still trying to find this picture again.
Where did they put home plate? Was that like where the teams come out from the locker rooms?
I'm forgetting again. And I don't know where I got that picture that time from, and I just don't see it right off the bat. I hope someone else can have that one because it was.
And would it be a?
I feel like it was like almost like right here, like in the like where the end zone almost would be, and it shot out this way, and so one wall was like really short.
Yeah,
and you had
the
a
short
deeper
porch.
outside. It was a cool photo to see because it just seems so weird.
That is weird.
Did you guys see the Jerry Jones video?
No.
Him flipping the bird to the Jets.
Did he really? He doesn't care, hey?
He was, I think he was like waving or he was doing some other gesture and then he flipped the bird and he got fined $250,000.
No, for that? Yikes. Well, that's no. What about the Panthers, Carolina Panthers, was it owner throwing a drink in a guy's face at a game from his suite?
Oh yeah, David Tepper.
Yeah.
He's become one of the worst owners in sports.
Well, look at that team.
So much money and has never been able to do anything with those teams.
I wonder how much his fine was.
There was that one game last year. It was awful weather in, were they Charlotte or are they Raleigh? They're in Charlotte, right?
Panthers or Charlotte?
Yeah. And it was like awful weather. The team sucked. There was maybe like 100 people in the stands during the game.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was unbelievable. And they were saying you could get into that game for like $2. Yeesh.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oof, that's so pathetic.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Tepper was fined $300,000.
That one was bad because it was like all caught on video. Well, obviously, if Jerry Jones got caught on camera.
I also went to a restaurant and get mad at someone for a sign out front.
Really?
Yeah, there's a sign where they're like bashing the team or said he needs to sell the team or something, and he was walking by it or something, came in and yelled at like the people there. Very thin-skinned owner.
Yeah,
Seems like it.
You're a billionaire. Like, relax. Like these, like you're rich.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I mean, but for those guys, those sports teams are like bragging rights, kind of it's their toy basically, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's right. Their toy is the perfect way to explain that.
It's also just to be a status to be an NFL owner.
Yeah,
very
it's that
true.
part.
Absolutely.
Again, it's an exclusive club that you just don't get into with having money.
Yep.
Just because you're rich doesn't mean you will be an NFL owner.
Didn't you say they're trying to keep like
They
Jeff
kept
Bezos?
Bezos out for the Washington one.
Yeah.
They kept him out.
He is the richest man in the world now?
No, Elon is. Or there's Elon might have come back to number one.
I think Elon is back.
There was another person that took it over for a period of time. Recently. Like real recently.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's all connected to like, because Tesla's stock shot up since the summer.
Yeah, it did.
When he stopped doing government stuff?
Yeah, and it's like stock market's so fraudulent in a way as the things will go up in it. But yeah, so it's gone up. So then his net worth shoots up. And then when that lowers, his net worth will drop and stuff like that.
Yeah, I should have invested into that.
Right.
It dropped. Now it's very high. Matt Hyman, thank you. You're right. Jerry Jones. He said he meant to give the thumbs up, but it turned into the bird. Which I believe it happens. Right? Don't you dare.
He tried to give a thumbs up, but made it
That was his
too
excuse.
Turned into
Yeah,
the
Trying to give you
all
a
right.
thumbs up, but instead it turned into the middle finger.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It happens.
Hey, he's an
Yeah.
old guy. Maybe the things aren't connecting properly,
Exactly.
$200,000 middle finger.
which is nothing to him.
That's a good point.
What's
That's
Jerry
very good.
Jones' net worth? Jerry Jones' net worth is $20.8 billion.
Decent.
So $200,000.
It's like a fiver.
$200,000 for $20 billion is 0.001% of his net wealth.
Not a big deal.
It's so wild, eh?
So that's nothing to him.
Nothing.
Daryl in Port Moody says, I already have tickets for Game 5 if it's in Seattle. Seattle turns Canadian. Go Jays, go. Go Oilers, go.
Did you get secondary?
go support
I
America.
wonder if they got if you got secondary tickets or if you knew somebody in Seattle.
Dave in Port Moody, did you buy them off of StubHub or did you get them right from the Mariners site?
I want to know because I'm pretty sure they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna block
it out?
Yeah.
I could see that.
I know for the Panthers, both times that I bought tickets, I had to buy secondary. During the Stanley Cup final, yeah, which was very expensive.
Worth it? Was it?
Yeah, I said I would never. I what an experience I had the first time.
Yeah.
Second time I had sold them on the secondary.
That was
market.
you did it last year too?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it. It makes me sad, but yeah, I had to forfeit the trip
Okay.
because I just had a feeling.
All right.
Yeah. But that's okay because David signed 3 years and it's all 2 years and 3 seasons. We're good. Oilers are good. Kyle Buxus was
Are you talking about my friend Kyle Bukauskas?
yes, Kyle Bukauskas. He was in the building, eh? Doesn't he usually do East games?
Yeah, but last night was a national game.
Oh, that's why he was there.
Yeah,
I
he
was
lives
like,
in Calgary now.
okay. It was weird.
So I'm
Is it Calgary now?
He moved to Calgary, yeah.
Seriously?
I saw him on Tuesday night. He'll be on Hello Hockey this weekend, by the way.
Oh, no way.
Yep. Great guy. Good friend.
Yeah, when you opened the show, I was like, well, this is
So
unusual.
you're replacing Scott Oak?
Oakie's doing one more year.
Okay.
Oh, is he doing
Yeah,
it? But
yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah. I think Kyle
he
will
was
take
always
over.
out in Toronto and stuff.
Yeah. Well, Kyle was living in Ottawa the last few years.
Yeah, but that's easy to get to Toronto.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But he's still, from what he told me the other day, he's still going to be heading out east a whole bunch.
The economy. So it's tough.
Well, no, I mean, Kelly Rudy lives in Calgary. And,
Yeah.
you know, he's with the Flames.
Is Kyle
and then-
from Calgary?
No, he's a BC guy.
BC guy. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's still close.
Yeah,
by.
but he went to college in Calgary. I think that's where he met his wife,
Oh, okay. So
if I'm not
she has the roots
mistaken.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SAIT grad?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't hear a lot of SAIT grad programs. Pat Galenza was in the building yesterday.
Here?
Yeah.
No way. How's Pat doing?
Great. He looks great.
Yeah?
We counted there's 7 of 11 of us.
Or Nate?
They're here Monday through Friday are Nate. We have the 7 of 11 are Nate. 2 are Lethbridge. 1 is U of A and 1 is NHL. That's the way I'm wording it.
Gager?
Yeah, he's NHL.
Yeah, okay.
He's NHL.
Sure.
I'll give him that one.
Yeah.
And then, Jay's got the U of A.
Yeah.
Dusty and Trevor, Lethbridge, and the rest of us are Nate grads.
That's right.
We
Okay.
all went through that program.
Where did you go?
I went to Grant.
GMAC?
I went to GMAC and then I went to BCIT.
Oh, wow.
BCIT is really hard.
Is it?
Yeah. I had to do some like stat classes and all this before. And
Ugh.
great program though.
Yeah.
No
Nice school.
mascot.
They have like nice buildings and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
When I would go to Vancouver and see it.
Top of the line.
Yeah.
Top of the line stuff there.
Nice.
I love that school. It was awesome.
And BCIT/GMAC.
Technically now it's McEwen, right? It's not G.
It's McEwen and it's university.
Yeah.
Yes. Were you guys meeting about our next intern?
Oh, Pat just wants to come see the new place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's because he saw our old place. So he messaged me saying he had time this week to come in and see the new place. He's like, yeah, come on. And he's like,
Did
what
he
about
like it?
Wednesday? I was like, sure. Oh, yeah.
Did you say have a seat in my office, Pat?
No, actually, because we were talking to him because he knows so many of us.
Right.
While standing on just chatting with him. So
Oh.
it was a great little visit for those that Pat Galenza. He's the head of it was radio and television program.
They
but
renamed it.
Yeah, because before it'd be like, I was radio and television radio grad.
I was
You're radio and
RT,
television
TV.
television grad. He's like, it makes no sense. It's radio and television, radio and television, television.
Yeah.
It's something like media communications.
They incorporated digital
but
somehow.
then but then at the end it's radio, or
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the end
yeah.
it's television. So yeah, Durham might be retiring coming up or so. But-
Durham.
So there's a little left to. But yeah, Pat was here. He was looking great.
Oh,
and
good.
then he was
He's a nice guy.
because he golfs and he's like, I was get out a lot this year, and he's like, well, not really. But then in like relative like to others, yeah. And he's like, so for him, not really getting out much this year was 60 rounds.
60?
Yeah, that wasn't getting out much.
Well, Eric Francis told me he played, what did he play? He played like 60 to 80 rounds, and then Derek Wills, play-by-play voice on the radio for the Flames, said he got out 100 times, and I was like, come on.
62 is the most I ever did in 1 year.
I think the best
That
I've
was a
had is like
lot.
30.
It was an expensive year. I'll just say that.
Jonathan Taze is in. He's
okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
After getting creamed.
Yep. Yes, Maddie?
No, I was going to say portions of this hour of the EST Hangout there brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Stock. Promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, highproductmarketing.com. Tommy, Jasmine, Matt with you here on the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage right here at Edmonton Sports Stock, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. 11 o'clock, Lock Shop. 12, 2 guys and a goalie. 1, EST Afternoons with Hearn and Engager. 3 o'clock, it is the Reed Wilkins Show. No Jay Milne today. It's Reed for the 3 hours solo. I'll join him for the first hour, though. He asked me to be on with him for that. So that'll take you until 6 o'clock. And then we get on our audio streams. We do have the Turf District coming up at 6 o'clock on our streams later tonight. Where are we going to get to?
I was going to say, did you guys hear about the Game of Thrones spinoff?
No, another one?
Yeah, Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
No, stop.
I mean, House of Dragon's really good.
Did they end that?
No, it's new season coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never watched any of them.
Game of Thrones, regardless if you hated or loved the ending and how they handled it, I was just like, okay, good. I went, pillar to post with them, and I'm good. I don't need the spin-offs, so I didn't even bother with House of Dragon.
I can totally understand your
Yeah.
concerns about that. It's very valid because
It's like
the last
finishing a
season was
book and like I'm
garbage.
done with it.
But they did make up a lot of that for the spinoffs. Because there's just so much story to Game of Thrones.
So 7 Kingdoms, like this is an excuse just to make more money because it was all about the 7 Kingdoms before.
The answer is yes to your question.
It's so
That's
disappointing.
part of the
Leave
answer
it
is yes.
alone. and then speaking of finally ending series, I saw that Netflix is finally rolling out season 5 of Stranger Things, which I really like that show. That show started like 10 years ago.
I know, and they're all adults.
they're
It's
adults.
So weird.
Never seen it. That's
You've
another
never
one.
seen
You would,
How do
I
I
think
not know that you did?
you would like it,
You
wouldn't
would
you?
love that show.
It is like well done.
It's very well done.
Yeah. It's based in the 80s.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Like every episode, like there's really nothing boring.
Yeah,
about the show. Lots going on.
Yeah. It It's romance.
I don't even know what it's about.
There's like 4 or 5 kids, and there's like this portal to. I don't know, man. Like I can only tell you so much. You gotta just watch it.
Yeah, you gotta just watch it.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like
not
so
gonna
much
happen.
to it.
I'll just say that right now. It's not gonna happen.
really well.
Of course it's not. It's like The Gladiator. And then
It gave you Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder's in it. Who's David? Who's the big guy?
the cop?
Yeah.
I don't.
He's in everything now.
He's in everything.
Yeah. He's
Now's
good.
not a time for me to start a new show.
Why? What are you watching? Big Brother?
No, Big Brother's over.
Thank God.
No, I've got college football. I've got big soccer weekend coming up this weekend, but it's the Premier League. The NHL is going. The NBA is about to start. You got the NFL. You got the CFL playoff push / playoffs. College basketball is going to get going right away here. World Series is now only a couple weeks away. Hey, I think we're now at the point where there's a football game every single day of the week.
All right.
Because we get Maction and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Next Friday, you got the Miami Hurricanes taking on Louisville. Big game for my Canes. This weekend, you got Washington State taking on Ole Miss. It's going to be not a good game for Washington
How does
State.
Kayla deal with you with all this, though? Will she just sit there and watch it with you? Or
She
you
likes
just-
her sports, but I could pick and choose when to watch and when not to watch sports.
Okay.
And I could follow my teams in other ways.
Okay. Oh, yeah, look on your phone.
He's prepping. He's doing meal
knows.
prep for the meal while watching the sports,
Yeah.
and she's talking to him, and he's kind of listening.
I can follow a lot of teams just based off of just reading about them and things because it's not easy to get TV for all these things.
And
but
he didn't even talk about the NFL once. Not to
Maddie?
mention- yeah, I'm just saying, like,
Well,
as far
tonight's
as, like,
game-
I said the NFL.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did? Okay.
tonight's game is bit, but
Yeah, who cares about tonight?
I'll watch it, just not with a vested interest.
They'll
Yeah,
be
I
on.
don't see a fantasy.
Yeah, I'll put a little sprinkle. I lost all of our partner parlays yesterday. That sucked. Oh well.
Do we have any college football today?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm looking right now because that would change. Oh, there's like 4 games to choose from. Louisiana Tech and Kennesaw State.
Oh,
East
yeah,
Carolina,
Kennesaw State.
Tulane. Tulane with that great logo.
Nick Anderson played at Tulane.
Jack State, Sam Houston, and Southern Miss and Jay Southern. Boom. You got a bunch of action. What conference are these guys in?
You can watch these. You can watch these games because
They're on IPTV.
Yeah.
I could get it on there. This is, I think it's CUSA. Yeah, Conference USA action. Who doesn't love Conference USA action? Are you guys going to watch this one? You guys should watch Conference USA.
I'll watch the
I
Thursday
would.
nighter.
I watch it. Yeah, no,
I
it's.
would.
I'll watch Stranger Things tonight if you guys watch Conference USA action instead.
I would. But then he'd be hooked on it and he'd be like, they were right.
And you'll be hooked on Conference USA action. You'll be locked in for Conference USA action for the moving forward. You'll find your Conference USA team.
Did they fold Mountain West Conference?
No. Mountain West Conference got bled out to a degree by a bunch of schools left to join the new Pac-12 that's
Right.
coming. It's going to be Pac-8. But then Mountain West grabbed other schools to keep the Mountain West going.
Okay.
So next year, I think all that happens where like Boise goes to the Pac. I don't know I don't know if it's still going to be called the Pac-12 or whatever it is, but Boise will go there. A couple of the other schools will go there, but then they've grabbed a couple of other teams to.
Okay.
So Mountain West is still around and Pac-12 is still around.
Gotcha. Because I've been to a Mountain West and an SEC game.
What Mountain West game did you go to?
The Running Rebels at
Oh, right.
UNLV versus BYU.
Right.
But then the OU game I went to was against Notre Dame, so that's not really an SEC game.
Well, when you went to that game, also OU wasn't SEC.
What were they back
When
then?
did you go to them?
2012.
Yeah, no.
would they-
Oklahoma, that would have been Big 12 football.
Big 12. Yeah,
That would
sorry.
have been Big 12 for Cindy, but that's Big 12, like, because it's not a conference game.
Yeah,
It would
now
be
they're
mixed.
SEC, right?
They moved with
Yeah.
Texas about 4 years ago.
That's
I want to
right,
say
that's
5
right.
years ago to the SEC.
That's right.
So that would have been Big 12 at that time.
That's right. No, that makes more sense.
No, it's now there's the SEC, there's the Big 10. Those are your big boys. You got the ACC where the Hurricanes are top dogs right now. Hopefully that stays for the rest of this year. And Bill Belichick is toiling away at UNC.
Is he getting his ass kicked again? Did I see that?
There was a thing yesterday where it looked like there was a lot of reports that he might not even get to next week.
Jeez.
He might walk. He's looking at a buyout, and then they released the statements. It was like one sentence, both from the university and Bill Belichick, saying he's committed to the school.
Nice. That's great. How's his girlfriend doing? Is she still walking the sidelines?
I'm worried about the health of Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
The health?
Yeah,
I'm wondering
I
if
agree.
there's something wrong with him.
I think something's wrong with him too.
Like apparently the coaches are saying he's disconnected. On the bye week, they couldn't get a hold of him.
That's not good.
That's not Bill Belichick.
Yes.
There's no way on a bye week Bill Belichick was a coach with the Patriots that you couldn't get a hold of him.
Unless
But
he's. Oh, I see. Doing what Tommy does.
I'm just worried that there's. I'm hoping I'm wrong and I'm just thinking up something here completely. But I'm hoping there's nothing wrong health wise here because something just doesn't feel right with Bill Belichick.
he kind of looks haggard there, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. He just looks unwell. But apparently it's hot.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's beefing with the Pats.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Though.
Right.
He won't let Pat's scouts
Into
the UNC and stuff. And
oh god.
So yeah, the statement from Carolina Athletics, Bill Belichick was, "I'm fully committed to UNC football and the program we're building here." And then Bubba Cunningham, director of athletics, Coach Belichick has the full support of the Department of Athletics and University. Very just like.
Just let him get through this season and be done with him.
But it's also one like that doesn't scream
Vote of
Bill's
confidence.
committed, we're committed to Bill. One sentence each.
The not getting a hold of him thing, jokes aside, that's kind of weird.
It just doesn't sound like anything we would have ever heard from Bill Belichick before.
Maybe it's witchcraft. And perhaps she's sucking the youth. Well, I guess he's so old.
The wisdom?
Whatever, like out of him.
This is like a KHL thing that's crossed over into NCAA football. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Let's investigate further.
A couple of my friends are really excited to see Tron. Are you guys into this Tron thing?
No, I watched honest trailers on Tron Legacy, and I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know what the big hype is. I know the first one was a fail.
Did they not say this was like the most expensive movie ever made?
Really?
Maybe I misheard that.
No, you might be right.
I don't know. It's like all CGI, isn't it? Yeah.
And Jared Leto, what do you guys think about him?
I don't know. Like, is he a like mega star? Because he had a band for a while, and he's always been around.
He still has that band.
Was it 3 Seconds to Mars or
There's
30 Seconds to Mars?
What is it, Maddie?
I don't know.
Blank stare there.
I'll tell you right now.
But okay, so remember when DC got like the Suicide Squad going, and he was the new Joker, but that never really went anywhere.
That's right.
Right? I thought his Joker was kind of like a gangster weirdo.
30
I don't
Seconds
know,
to
man.
Mars.
Yeah, I think Heath Ledger really. Jack Nicholson's Joker was amazing. Heath Ledger took it to a whole different place and different level. Joaquin Phoenix in the first one was twisted.
Amazing.
Jared Leto's Joker is
Like people don't even talk about it.
Yeah,
nobody even cares.
But DC didn't even let them expand on it. And I don't know. I love Margot Robbie, but her
great.
Harley Quinn was probably like the one good thing about Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And Birds of Prey, she was in that too.
Suicide Squad, I heard the second one is real, like the first one's garbage. Second one's good because of that new show on Crave with John Cena.
Oh, Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I actually didn't mind the second one. I didn't mind both of them, to be honest with you. A little bit weird, but they're okay. You didn't watch these, did you?
I don't know what
I
we're
figured.
talking about. You just go watch your
That's
Miami
okay.
sports.
I gladly will.
Glad we will. One battle after another. I don't want to read into any of the hype because there's so much hype into this movie.
Which?
One battle after another with the Leo movie. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by that one.
Yeah, it's like a stacked cast.
I missed this. I
Sean
didn't see-
Penn, Tiana Taylor,
Who?
the singer.
Say again.
Tiana Taylor, the one with the. She had. I'll send you a music video that you gotta watch of hers.
Please do.
Yeah.
If she's anything like Charlie XCX, then I'm all in.
I think better.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The trailers on TV look decent.
Man,
I'm intrigued. I need to know what the plot is and go read about the plot.
And then again, like I'm the one talking about people overhyping something, and I'm over here talking about it, and I'm over because I didn't watch it, but it got 8.3 on IMDb.
It's out already?
Yeah, it's in theaters.
Oh, okay.
It's 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, and saying that it could be Oscar worthy.
Spruce Grove Corey has been rewatching Stranger Things with the kids leading into season 5. 13 and 10, absolutely loving it.
Oh,
It's a good show.
yeah. But yeah, I guess it's going to be a big movie weekend too, other than all the sports that Maddie has mentioned as well.
Why is it a big movie weekend?
Well, I just said because of Tron.
Oh, to watch. Oh, okay.
Like, I didn't realize there was so much hype around that movie.
I just see a lot of commercials. They're spending a lot on the market.
Yeah.
It's all I'm seeing is commercials for Tron.
It's everywhere.
Is it an F1 weekend?
We only have a couple of races left, right?
Yeah.
McLaren picked up the constructors. It was interesting listening to Joaquin talk about
Next weekend
yeah,
in the U.S.
Oscar and Lando and the crack starting to show with McLaren.
That can't be easy to know how to balance a battle between the top two drivers being your two guys. You know, that. I don't think there's ever been a perfect recipe for that one. If you go back to the Mercedes times when Lewis would go up against whichever one of his teammates he went up against for a few times, always seems like there was some sort of friction.
Yeah.
Both want to be champs.
Both championship caliber with great cars.
What are the standings right now? Driver standings. Because, like, Verstappen's, can he do it? Can he make the charge and
Still
get
in the
there?
mix, isn't he?
He is. So, Piastri's at the top at 336 points. Lando's at 314. And Max is at 273. And he's getting podiums. How many races are left now? Formula One, Wikipedia, current season. This is just the easier way for me to find that. How many races do we have left? We've got 6 races left. There's enough time, I would think, for Max to do this.
Yeah, okay.
So it is going to make it fun because, you know, especially Piastri and Lando just keep attacking each other, and Max is just come in as that third guy.
Slide right into another championship.
Let those two fight and then come in between them and take it. So it's going to be a fun little stretch down there. It's great time zones for us. You get U.S., which is at Austin.
Yep.
You get Mexico City.
Yep.
You get Brazil. Then it's the Vegas night race.
Yeah, that's in November.
Yeah. And then you get Qatar and Abu Dhabi to end it up.
Jazzy, you've checked out of F1 until Checo comes back, right?
Oh,
You're waiting for him to come back.
Yeah,
Was it Cadillac next year?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would know.
Yeah. I really want to go to one of those, though. I would go to Montreal.
Montreal is supposed to be amazing. Yeah. Vegas. Austin would be sneaky good, I think. That's coming up. Although there's been a lot of complaints about the Vegas one. They have the turnaround time to get the strip ready for the race. They've sped that up, but there's still a lot of people that have complained that it like blocks off the strip and you miss a lot. It's very
because it takes away because Vegas is like a tourist city, so it's not necessarily all for F1, right?
But tourism in Vegas is like
low
in the dumps right now.
Man, it's down like 12-13%.
Yeah,
something like that.
Sad.
They're finally starting to entice people with good deals again, which is nice.
That's what they need to do.
That's what Vegas was.
Yeah, that's exactly what Vegas was. It was a quick weekend getaway.
Yeah. He doesn't like Vegas.
I didn't like there wasn't anything special. I think I got to go when it's nicer weather, but I didn't find Vegas to be special.
Well, we didn't get good weather that week.
No, but like the casinos are like any other casino you'll find here. Like I didn't find the casino special.
They aren't. They're all the same.
Yeah, they're whatever.
All those shows come to Edmonton and across Canada.
I don't see, to me, that I didn't. Now betting, you could do it wherever you want. I guess you can go to Circus Swimming. It's cooler with everything there. But I don't know. You can do it on your phone. You can watch it wherever you want. I'm rather go. If I had the money to go spend to go somewhere else, I'd rather go to the mountains.
Yeah,
than go
our
spend
mountains or desert mountains.
No, our mountains. Well, like if it was a week, like she says, for the weekends.
Yeah,
I'd rather drive out to Banff or Jasper for a weekend than go to Vegas.
But it's a different vibe, though. Then we're talking a different vibe. Depends what you want to do.
I know, but if I'm looking to do anything, like in Vegas, there's just whatever there is in Vegas, I could do somewhere else better. I feel.
I just love being in the desert. I prefer
Arizona.
I prefer Arizona,
Exactly.
but I don't mind Nevada.
Like I feel like Scottsdale is the new Vegas in that sense.
Would rather go there,
Well,
golf, do that.
Special place.
If I want shows, there's other places to go for shows. You don't need to go to Vegas.
Yeah, there's like certain like people did go, for example, for like Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. Like that's something understandable.
You got to go to the Sphere.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
It was cool. I would like to see Interstellar there. That's my takeaway.
Right?
That would be.
It was
Yeah,
awesome. Like that's the one movie I just like. I want to watch Interstellar here. That's the movie I'll always go to. Like this would be awesome. But there's a lot of other places to go check out shows. I don't know. To me, there was nothing. And maybe I came also when things have changed in Vegas from what it used to be.
Well, the price that was in the middle of prices
yeah.
like really escalating.
So
Deals being few and far between.
I'm good. Vegas Golden Knight game is awesome.
They are great.
I will stand by that. Like that was a fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to a Raiders game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those prices are crazy.
Are they really?
I get the sports weekend where you could hit. Eventually, there'll be Athletics, Raiders.
Golden
if you
Knights.
time it right, Golden Knights. Like if the Athletics ever were in the playoffs, like you could at this time of year maybe hit them all, and anywhere you could go where you could just do it all in one city, very close all together. It makes it easier.
Away,
But beyond that, Vegas wasn't there for me.
The cost is high though. Like it would do it for you if you're like whatever. It's like it's cheap. It used like that's
It used to be. You get room rates that were great.
Drinks, food,
Yeah.
experience, whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's just not the same.
Everything's expensive.
Yeah.
It's disappointing.
Yeah. And also it helped that it was a quick flight for Edmonton as well, right?
Well, now they're having trouble with their air traffic controllers with this government thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not getting paid and they're calling in sick. So it's a little bit of a nightmare there right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we'll delay our next Vegas trip then.
To better weather.
Better weather. Although, wasn't it hot there recently?
I don't know.
I'm assuming it was.
I don't know. I need a vacation. I'm freaking dying. Fall is here. It's time to book a place to get, to go to look forward to.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do that in life. You have to have something to look forward to. Like
I look
Saturday
forward
night.
to the next game I get to work.
I was just going to say, like Saturday night. Like you're probably so excited.
Oh, yeah. Saturday's going to be a very busy day, as Matthew outlined already.
Yeah. And you get the ALCS game also, right? To look forward to. Do you think they'll win that one, by the way?
I don't know.
They're in tough.
I don't know what to make of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Yeah. They're all over the map.
I know. I don't know what to believe with them. And the Elks, too. They're coming off a huge win against Saskatchewan. I still see a playoff path. They're like not trying to be just like, it's there.
If Calgary keeps losing.
And also the Edmonton Elks, if they beat Winnipeg, the Blue Bombers schedule is not great.
Yeah.
Down the stretch. Let's start with Bombers, and then we'll go to Calgary. Because I'm taking BC. They're not catching BC.
They're starting to build here.
But so this is week 19 in the CFL? Yes.
Yeah.
So Winnipeg, Edmonton wins.
This is hypothetical.
This is
We're doing scenarios.
But this is where then the Bombers get the Riders next week. Okay. That's not going to be an easy game.
No, that's a good point.
Then it ends. We'll see what because what are the standings? The Ticats right now are 10-6. The Owls are 8-7. The Ticats get the Stamps this week, and this is where it hurts. Okay, we're going from a Bombers perspective. You kind of need the Stamps to win. In a way, because then the Ticats lose. Then the Owls get this week. They get the Red Blacks, and they get the Red Blacks next week. The Owls win both those games. Ticats get the Red Blacks. I don't know who has the season series. If they win that, then the Owls get the Bombers, where the Owls might be playing for first in the East in that game.
Right.
So then the Bombers lose. If the Elks win, the matchups they have Saskatchewan, who's still trying to finish off first place.
Yes.
And then they got the or the Owls, who might be playing for first place.
You stand by Montreal. I know you said this the other day. You think the Owls are the best team in the league?
With Davis Alexander, the best team.
And they have to have Alexander. That defense is pretty good.
Wow.
So that's where, right there, so if I'm looking at Winnipeg, that's your path, where it might be tough for Winnipeg. Winnipeg might go 0-3 down the stretch if the Elks get that first win. If you want a Calgary perspective, because the Edmonton Elks are... And that's also giving me the Bombers could win one more game if the Elks win all three, but then they have to win Saturday by 14. Then they get the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that.
That's why I'm taking that one out of it. Calgary's 8-7. Calgary's 6-9. So let's do this part. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Let's go a Calgary perspective, because Calgary, as high as I was on them throughout the mid part of the summer,
they're imploding.
They're. I don't know how they fix this.
I don't know.
They get the Ticats this weekend. Let's say hypothetically they lose to the Ticats. Then they get the Argos.
Yep.
Let's say they beat the Argos because it's Jared Daggy. That takes them to 9 wins. If the Elks go and beat the Bombers, then they go beat the Lions. The Elks will be 2 points back at Calgary.
Yep. With the last game of the year against Calgary here in Edmonton.
Winner gets the tiebreaker.
That's right.
Winner makes the playoffs.
That's right. That's what Mike Arcuri was telling me about 2 weeks ago on the sideline. He's like, we've got a chance. We win 2 out of the 3, then we're in there. Calgary keeps losing, then we're in there.
It's Ticats. Calgary goes tomorrow or Saturday at 1. I don't know what I'm thinking Friday. If the winner of that game, you look at the other team, that's going to determine, I think, that we'll see which path the Elks are hoping to go. If it's the Ticats that win, it's the Calgary path that you could see. The Calgary path is there. If the Stamps win, because it makes the Ticats need a win later to get kept first in the East, the path against with the Bombers is there.
The Ticats should win that game against Calgary. With the way both teams are going right now.
Then the Elks... Well, and here's the other thing. If the Jared Daggy could pull off a miracle.
He's had one good drive.
If he could pull off a miracle and beat the Stamps, then really the Elks only need to go 2-1.
Yes.
In the remaining 3.
That's what Mike was saying.
And they could lose to BC. Because that's the one that's going to be hard.
Be a tough game.
You could lose to BC, you beat Calgary, you beat Winnipeg, you take the season series over the Calgary Stampeders.
And you take their playoff spot.
So even there, like it just makes your life a little bit easier. And next weekend, when does that game get played? That's on Saturday. Elks play Lions on Friday. So you'll know what the Elks need out of the Calgary game beforehand.
Yeah.
It's not ridiculous. It's a lot to ask for. The Elks do have to go 3-0. But there is a path because of who they play.
Riders were crumbling since the BC Lions game, correct? Since they got blown.
Yeah, they had a couple of tough losses.
Yeah, I think you called that game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll bounce back, I think.
Yeah.
They're too good. They've been pretty consistent all year long. They'll figure it out. Maybe a late season malaise, getting a little comfortable in their situation,
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I think the Riders will bounce back. It's interesting what Matty says about the Alouettes. I don't necessarily disagree with you because the Ticats have shown us they could be pretty good and then pretty bad. And there seems to be very little middle ground with the Ticats. Toronto... Listen, man, I'm going to use Ryan Dinwoody's words, pretenders, mostly, and injuries have obviously hurt them literally and figuratively, and Ottawa just is not a good football team. We know this. So, yeah, I think, I don't know. This has been a very weird year in the CFL. Like, you think you know something, and then the opposite happens week to week in so many different scenarios.
BC's looking like... From a period of time, they're the best looking team.
Yeah.
I'm giving the respect to Davis Alexander's undefeated. When he's been in incredible. The Owls have looked absolutely incredible.
And he's got to stay healthy.
But if you're going actually based off of the results, BC is probably the best team. But I still am skeptical of that defense. Still skeptical of that defense getting it done when it matters.
Well,
you and I, our teams are playing each other. The Cardinals and the Colts.
Well,
if you want to do a wager on that, let me know.
we can do a friendly EST wager on that. I would have told you that I am confident in the Arizona Cardinals to beat the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay,
that's gone. Like a couple weeks ago, I would have been like, "Oh, the Cardinals are going to beat the Colts." Nope. After that loss to Tennessee, just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic fourth quarter. I have no other words to describe the Arizona Cardinals.
Still makes me laugh.
Epic collapse. Idiot.
-7
yeah.
favorites.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, you bust off a 75-yard run for a touchdown. You drop the ball before you get into the end zone like an idiot. Then you intercept the ball in the red zone. You fumble it, and then you bat it into your own end zone, and they recover for a touchdown. And then you lose on a last-second field goal again, like embarrassingly bad. They're my team. I'll stick with them. I'll watch. I'll put a bet on it with you. And then you can make fun of me after the Arizona Cardinals lose. 7-point favorites to the frickin' Colts.
Tonight, one of the worst games for over-under. Like they're predicting low scoring in the NFL this weekend. Let's get to over-under for Play Alberta, playalberta.ca. Download the app, visit them, playalberta.ca. It's set at 40.5. The lowest of the weekend is Browns at Steelers at 38. Ooh,
gross.
But 4.5 points. So like 21-20 gets the over, which is pretty low. Over under for tonight. What are we taking?
I'll take the under. This is gonna be sloppy.
You'll take an under of that?
Yeah. We're gonna get like a 16-13 final. It's
over.
like, oh God.
You know what I'm going to hope for tonight because of what Eric said a little bit earlier? I hope it's an under, like a 14-10 or 14-11 ball. I guess that's let's go 13-10 ball game that goes into overtime.
Gross.
Yeah. He's at Century. I'm hoping that there's this nice overtime game for what he said about T-Mobile.
I like this snarky
He took
Matthew.
the shot at me. When I said
go.
what I said to him and we went, hey, I'm hoping for the good thing for the Mariners. He takes a shot at me. I hope overtime tonight. In an absolutely boring football game.
Oh, today's the Philly cheesesteak, by the way.
Smoked brisket cheesesteak.
Yeah.
That is on special. Century Casino. Lieutenant Eric will be there for Eagles and
Giants.
Giants. The best thing about that, though, is the for a game like this, if you're there at Century, it's the crew that you're with. That
Good crew shows up there.
Yo,
That's true.
they show up.
Yes, they do.
They still obviously, I'm nasty too. So, but
Oh, you nasty.
Yeah, I'm nasty. Okay. Sounded like the Blue Jays in the locker room. No, but they show up. I love that. Just still do like on a Thursday. No Colts games though on Thursdays this season.
It's okay. You and me we're butting heads this weekend.
Yeah, you're right. We're enemies.
No,
enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardinals suck.
Yeah.
God, they suck.
Lieutenant Eric, go to hell, Matthew. Shouldn't have took a shot at me.
Well played,
I'm putting this into the atmosphere. I hope for OT in a terrible football game tonight.
Manifest into the universe.
You guys are so funny. Ravens, Chargers, as well.
Ravens, Rams.
Oh, Rams. I'm sorry. Chargers are.
Woof.
Oh, they're playing the Dolphins. Never mind. Yeah.
Fins up.
Yeah. But otherwise, the interesting game will be the Lions and Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored 1.5, and that is going to be the Sunday nighter.
What's up with the Chiefs?
And the Detroit is rolling. Yeah. My gosh. I also thought, they were maybe going to be pretenders, but no, they're
legit.
They're legit.
All right.
Other than that, there's a lot of big blowout games. Green Bay's favored 14.5.
Who they have?
The Bengals.
Hey, Joe Flacco, baby.
Yeah, that'll be his game.
He was with the Browns when they beat the Packers a couple weeks ago.
This is true. You were right, man.
He'll bring some love.
That was the sometimes you poop the sheets comment from Micah Parsons after that game.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no one was expecting that one.
Yeah.
That was it. This has been the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. Canada Storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider. Check them out, sentinel.ca. Feast of savings. Only until October 31st. For more details on that, sentinel.ca. We've got the Lock Shop coming up next. Dusty and Huss. Hashtag justice for the Lock Shop, even though Dusty all week has just been doing things against the Lock Shop. Maybe one day he'll find a way to not preempt the Lock Shop and not call out Lock Shoppers for not giving likes. But hashtag justice for the Lock Shop. We've got 2 guys in a goal. We've got EST Afternoons. We got the Reed Wilkins Show until 6 o'clock and the Turf District on our audio streams later tonight. Tomorrow on the Hangout, it's the 2 of us. Jay's here and Scout is going to be on from the Elks Herd to also talk a little bit more, CFL, Elks game against the Bombers, but also Chili Cook-Off that will be taking place Saturday down at Commonwealth Stadium in advance of Elks and Blue Bombers. On behalf of Jasmine, Tommy, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning in to the EST Hangout. We're here in Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Lock Shop in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Gazzola with here. Joining us today,